Hello everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon White. So last part we essentially went through the entirety of the cold storage, finding trainers, sliding on ice, and while we are still in the midst of trying to find those Team Plasma grunts. And here finally comes Sharon, finally. Oh, is someone in there? Well, this is essentially the only place that we really haven't looked, so yeah, I think the answer's pretty obvious. Shall we go then? Yeah, again, Sharon really does not like the cold. And neither do those guys over there. All of you, huddle around me. I can't take this cold. Yeah, this is Zinzolin, another member of the Seven Sages, who at first really did not like the cold. Yeah, just like Sharon. But in the future, he essentially embraced it. Yeah, but anyways. Pokemon are our king's friends. While we're taking care of them, we can't let any harm come to them. Should come to them here. Everyone, drive these intruders away. Yeah. Now we are essentially gonna get us ambushed. Now, understood. Understood. Zinzolin, the Seven Sages. Put him up. Put him up. Cause here we come. Yep. Ditto. Let's take care of each. Let's take care of one side. Yeah. So essentially, while Sharon takes care of the four plasma grunts over to his side, we take care of the 4 plasma grunts on the right side. Okay, so while we are fighting these guys, there are some things that I would like to say. Given some stuff that we've seen previously, and something that we are going to see within this video, actually. Oh, right. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, our first freaking Scald, and we already got the burn. Wow, that was really fast. But anyway, no way. I'll waste everyone now. Now, the one thing that I forgot to mention in the last video, was the music that plays during our adventure in the cold storage. Actually, that one, I actually do consider that one, well, not one of my tops, but definitely, one of my favorite music pieces, within this generation. Yeah, I gotta say, yeah, I really do like that one. Okay, now for the thing that I will be going over after we are done with these Team Plasma here. Now before, while we're exploring around Driftvale City, now I said I was gonna save our encounter. Yeah, I was gonna save me talking to Charles for later. Well, after we are done here, that is when we're gonna be talking to him. And also, now with Charles, now he actually introduces to us. Well, actually, not just one, but two new battle formats that were introduced within this generation. Now, considering that we are playing Pokemon White right now, yeah, the battle that we're gonna be getting ourselves into when it comes to him. Wow! Okay, I was almost not expecting to crit out of that dig. Yeah, considering that my Sandal was face down against a Lightbird, but wow, okay. Yeah, sure, I will gladly take that. Now, I think when our Sandal reaches level 28, yep, there it is. There's the move that I definitely want my Sandal to have. Yeah, get rid of Butt Slap and give me freaking Crunch. Yeah, now this is more like it. Okay, now, back to what I was saying, now, considering that we are playing Pokemon White right now, the battle format that we're gonna get ourselves into with Charles is will be a triple battle. And if you are playing a Pokemon Black, then you'll be getting yourself into a rotation battle. Now, considering that we're gonna get ourselves into a triple battle, like essentially within this version. Yeah, I think I'll talk more about the rotation battle now, considering that. Yeah, we're not really gonna get ourselves into that many rotation battles within White version. So yeah, I think I'll just go over that one first. But however, what I will say is for both rotation and for both formats, you actually send out not one not two, but 3 Pokemon at the same time. Now, as for rotation battles, however, now while you still send out 3 Pokemon, but however, two of them will be placed in the back. While the Pokemon that you have in for one of your party will start off the battle, and then you have the option to rotate with the other Pokemon that are also out in the field. But however, since your opponents can also do that too, meaning that you essentially have to predict. You essentially have to predict if your opponents are going to be rotating their Pokemon or not. And essentially hope that you don't get yourself screwed by choosing the wrong turn to rotate. So yeah, it is essentially a mind game thing, where you really have to predict your opponent's moves. Yeah. But anyways, as you saw, even though I'm not exactly the biggest fan of from Muddy Water, but I figured, just like I did for Scald, now is probably the right time for me to have my team much more stronger moves. And considering that Muddy Water is stronger than Bubble Beam, I figured I may as well just have my power to learn it. Just in case if I just happen to run out of Scald or something like that, Okay, and now that's done and done, we have to feed our son of Team Plasma. And here's Clay. Well, I'll be. Yep. Hiding in a chilly old place like this. You guys take these Pokemon robbers. Roger. Yeah, Roger, Dodger. Now these guys are gonna get sent away. Come on. Yeah, I'll go one. Eek! Yeah, they get us put away. Oh. And you guys too. And bye-bye, Zinzolin. You guys ain't so bad. Yep. I promise it's a promise. Come on and challenge. Come on and challenge my gym. Yep. Now we can challenge the Dreadfell gym. Whatever. Team Plasma's ideal. Separating people and Pokemon. Yep. It's exactly the same as not having Pokemon in this world at all. That bunch is a waste of like oxygen. Ditto, it's cold, so I'm getting out of here. Yeah, as we just heard from Sharon, he really does not like the cold that much. Okay. Now, even though I am gonna get myself healed up soon enough anyway, but I figured since we are gonna get ourselves a 2-round triple battle against Charles soon enough, I may as well just get my free teammates ready. But as everyone actually just saw, yeah, we just got ourselves the Never Melt Ice. Which of course means, now for those of you who want to get more power out of your ice type moves, well, there you go. Alright. Now let's finally go and beat up with Charles. Or what he's also known in the anime, the Mighty Excel Guard! Yeah, Charles in the anime really loved, he just really loved to be a superhero. But anyways, everyone, see here, alright, and now we are gonna substitute a triple battle now, as you'll see here, he'll say, you send out, now in triple battles, you send out your free a Pokemon at a time, but however, unlike rotation battles, it is essentially a more wider version of the triple battles are essentially the more wider version. Yeah, they are essentially the more wider version of the double battles. But however, the positions that you have your Pokemon positioned is actually definitely going to be even more important. Is actually going to be even much more important within the triple battles. Oh yeah, as you just heard, as you saw, he just said, I'm at full throttle. Yeah, that's also something that Charles says in the anime. Oh yeah, here we go. Now here's where we get your introduction of Krokorok! Yep, here we have the evolution of Sandile here. Now, as you've seen, now this right here is why me and Charles both had our Sandile and Krokorok be essentially in the center, because in order for it now, since abilities like Intimidate will only work for all three Pokemon. If the Pokemon who has Intimidate is a positioned within the center. Now, and also, wow. I thought just by lowering the attack power, I probably would have at least survived at least one physical attack. But I guess not. But anyways, now another thing that you really need to know about triple battles is that now the Pokemon within the center. Now, while you can have much more variety in terms of, while you have a much more larger space, and given how you can affect more Pokemon when you are in the center. But however, those center Pokemon are more vulnerable to being attacked themselves, because well, since every Pokemon since every one of your opponents can actually hit the Pokemon that are in the center. Now, another thing that is also important when it comes to the triple battles is what you might have saw within the from battle menu in the move selection menu. There was a prompt called shift. Now, for what that does is that now let's say, for example, now we can actually have our Palpitoad and Pansage be swapped around, meaning that you can try to take as much minimal damage as you can possibly can. So yeah, but again, it is essentially but however, you still have to worry about but however, they will not be safe from the battles themselves. So yeah, make sure that essentially make sure that whenever you want to shift, if you want to shift your Pokemon, make sure they are in a good position so they won't take too much so that they won't take too much damage. Now as he's seen here, now we've seen at least 50. He now gives us the Shamball item. Now, another thing I gotta say for the triple and rotation battles, they were only brought back for Generation 6, and was never brought back again, because of all of the freaking slowdown that occurred while during Generation 6. So, after Omega Ruby Nova Sapphire, we never saw those. We never got to sell those battle formats ever again. Starting with Gen 7, we never really got to see rotation or triple battles ever. And it's honestly a darn shame. But obviously I can see why they chose to do that, because of the whole, they don't want to make the games be in a constant slowdown and whatnot. But anyways, now as you head towards the gym, Ghetsis, as you can see, Ghetsis has once again showed himself. I am Ghetsis, of Team Plasma. I've come to pick up my associates who are in your care. You mean the ones who Clay arrested? I don't need no thanks though. Hey, your buddies, we're trying to steal some folks' Pokemon. What's this? It seems as if there has been some misunderstanding. We only free Pokemon from wicked people. Well, that sounds real nice. If it's true, I may not talk party, but at least I'm an honest man. You talk real nice. But what you're saying, it kind of sounds like lying. So, tell me plain, what are you trying to say? Team Plasma also has an interest in Intrafell City. And we have many more members besides those who are here. Well, I can't tell if you're lying or not. But I reckon you've won this without a fight. Fine. Take him again. A decision worthy of a business called the Minor King. Your grasp on the situation is outstanding. Well then, we will be taking our your callings of your hands. Obviously. Ghetsis! Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Don't worry, my fellow servant of the king. We are two of the 7 sages. Are we not? Well then, everyone. I expect that we will meet again somewhere. Yeah, somewhere indeed. And I'll think of. Sorry to let Team Plasma go after you tracked them down, fellas. Say, why don't we share some sub with a Pokemon battle? Don't keep me waiting. Oh, don't worry, we won't wait too long. Well, we avoided a fight in the middle of a city anyway. Still, I can't help but think Ghetsis isn't just an ordinary man. I'm off to go make my Pokemon stronger. Of course. I really don't want to lose to that Clay guy. Yeah, neither do we. Actually, I'm going to win my gym badge in a flawless victory. Well, that is if you do. But we won't see it. But instead, well, that said, that should be all I'm gonna do this part. And so, to the next part, I'll see you guys next time.